Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and for you guys who've already seen one of my videos, welcome back. This is where I talk about stories about my life that are 100% true, and they're kind of crazy, and it's what makes my life a mess and really difficult actually when I think about it. But whatever, it's just me. We're actually gonna rewind the clock a little bit, and we're gonna go back to when I was in college, freshman year, which was, I don't know how many years ago, but 2009, no, I lie. It was spring 2010. So freshman year, second semester, English class. Now, let me first describe who was in this class. It was myself, my best friend Kiera, and now I need you guys to keep in mind that my best friend is a very protective best friend. I have a habit of kind of letting people walk all over me and being a people pleaser, and my best friend isn't having it. Like, she doesn't like when people are mean to me, take advantage of me. Don't try her, okay? Then there were these two boys in our class, and I'm not gonna give their names, so let's call the one that I strongly dislike Pitbull, and we're gonna call him a Pitbull because he looks like a Pitbull that got run over by a truck, okay? And there was someone we're going to call Ben. Now, Ben, my best friend doesn't like. I don't like Pitbull. Now, they're best friends. Pitbull and Ben are best friends. Myself and Kiera are best friends. Now, I'm okay with Ben, and Ben is okay with me, but Ben and Kiera don't like each other. Kiera is okay with Pitbull, but Pitbull and I don't like each other. So it's just an awkward situation because in class, Kiera sits to my left, Ben sits to my right, and then to Ben's right is Pitbull. Now, I don't know if you guys were in college, but sometimes in college English classes, or really any class, there's times where you go to the library for whatever reason, and I can't even tell you why we were in the computer lab in the library, but we were there. Let me stop here for a moment because I need to lay down what kind of student that Pitbull was, okay? We had to write a poem. And the only reason why I even remember what it was semi-about is because of Pitbull's crappy poem, okay? We wrote a poem about this short novel we read, per se, or was it a short story? Whatever, it doesn't matter. The Pitbull's poem for college English started off, "Ayo Jimmy. Ayo Jimmy." I don't remember what this novel or short story was even about. I just know that the main character's name was Jimmy because of this dude's crappy poem, okay? Back to the computer lab in the library. Let me explain how the four of us are sitting. I am sitting, and Ben, I'm gonna keep forgetting that name because that's not his real name, obviously. Ben is to my left. Directly across from me is Kiera, and beside her is Pitbull. So the guy best friends are across from each other, and the girl best friends are across from each other. I'm minding my own business, which is very hard for me to do because I am nosy, okay? I am minding my own business, and Pitbull looks at me and says, "Yo, can you do my homework for me?" First of all, I don't even like you, okay? So why are you asking me to do your homework? Secondly, the assignment took not even 5 minutes to do. So I tell him that. I look at him and say, "Pitbull, it took 5 seconds to do it yourself." So he looks at me and says, "If it only took 5 seconds, why don't you just do it for me?" Where in this entire year almost that I have known you, have I ever liked you? Because anytime I've ever talked to you, I'm not having it, okay? It's me yelling at you or you saying some smart, slick stuff to me. So why would he even think to ask me something like that? I don't remember after that point where he asked me to do his homework and he said, "Well, if it only took 5 seconds, why don't you do it?" I don't know. I can't remember the exact words that were going back and forth, But we end up standing up now mind you, this is in the middle of class, okay? This isn't like before class started or after, no. In the middle of our professor's class. We stand up and start screaming at each other. So I am leaning over these computers diagonally, and he is leaning over those computers, screaming at me, and I am screaming at him, okay? So every time I think about this, I laugh. I look to my right, and the professor, who I love and adore, not even kidding, hey, I might be emailing you for a letter of recommendation soon, but anyway, I looked to my right, and in the corner, our professor is sitting there, not saying a word, but it gets better. Ben, so the guy friend I like, Ben, is sitting beside me, and he rubs my shoulder, and he says, hey, just calm down, just be quiet, it's fine, just sit back down. Well, like I told you, Kiera is very protective of me, and she was not having that. She looks at Ben and says, she doesn't have to be quiet if she doesn't want to. She can say what she wants. Well, that got those two going. And now Kiera and Ben are sitting down yelling at each other diagonally, while me and Pitbull are standing up screaming at each other diagonally, and our professor is just calmly sitting in the corner, quiet, with his legs crossed, watching this all go down. I don't remember exactly how the fight ended. I just remember it ending and we sat down, and the other two shut up, but I really don't remember. All I do remember is looking at my professor and saying, go ahead. And I sat back down. Why this man didn't kick us out of his class for the entire semester, yet alone the end of that class, is beyond me. At this point, I don't know why, but we're sitting there, we finished the class, and our class was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and this happened on a Wednesday. So Friday, we roll into class, and the four of us sit down in our little row like nothing even happened. 2 days ago, we were just about to kill each other, and now we are back calm as ever in class. That was it. Kiera and I, we always bring this up because now looking back, it was so funny even though at the moment I was so heated. We just think it's hilarious. And the funniest part to us is that our professor sat there and let this all happen without saying anything. I'm on the phone with her and I'm like, look, I need to know why he just sat there because that's not normal. So I messaged my professor on Facebook, forgot people still use that, Facebook, and I said, hey, do you remember the fight that Kiera and I got into in the middle of your English class? He was like, yeah, why? Kiera and I just want to know how we didn't get kicked out of your class and why you just sat there quiet in the corner watching it all go down. Because it went down. He ends up telling me that he was so invested in this fight that he just wanted to watch. He didn't want to get in the middle of it. One, because he was afraid to say something because he thought Kiera and I were gonna rip his head off. And two, he was hoping that me and Kiera were gonna fight these other guys. He's the real MVP for letting me throw my little temper tantrum that day, even though I think it was warranted. The one thing though, I wanna make sure I tell you guys is that after that day, Pitbull never, ever, ever said anything to me again. He didn't have anything slick to say to me. He didn't even say hello if I was walking through the door, and that's exactly how I like it to this day. Pitbull I'm pretty sure he tried to add me on Facebook before, and I screenshot it and sent it to Kiera, and we just laughed. Rude. And I actually think Ben tried to friend request Kiera, but yet people like to say that girls are two-faced. I hope you guys like this story. If you guys ever got in a fight in class, write about it in the comments below. And if you want to see more of my videos, subscribe. And if you liked this video, hit that like button. Until next time.